you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Stop crying much if you really, really wanna stop crime. Be safe when you're home, be safe in the street. It's a cold place and I'm really feeling the heat. I never wear gold cause someone's always peeping by the fence. Still crime much came and give TNT confidence. I had a dream in the dark, I had a dream in the spring. I had a dream like man knew that there's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Stop crying much if you really, really wanna stop.
Hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ian Alleyne. This is Crime Watch, and we are back. Top of the evening to all those of you who's locked on all over the world and all over Trinidad and Tobago, up the regions and whatever islands that you are locked on. And I tell you something, when you really want to know what's going on in Trinidad, you need to log on to ianallen.org, where you make your reports, and or ianallen.org also. If you have no Facebook and no YouTube, you can go there. And also those of you on our Facebook, Ian Alleyne Network on Facebook or Ian Alleyne Network on YouTube, you have been getting the news. You have been getting the news. And today, ladies and gentlemen, what we experienced today was it's a sad day. It's a sad day in this country. A very, very sad day, ladies and gentlemen. It's a sad, I'll tell you, a sad day. I mean a sad day where a 15-year-old Malini Prasad was found dead. She left her home on Sunday, walked away. On Sunday, she's an Asher student, and whatever, she has some challenges. She's a bit autistic and whatnot, but nevertheless, she knows right from wrong, and it's very, very sad. It's very, very sad. And I mean, I spoke to the father today. We were down there. I spoke to the father today. And for a good while, and I just let him talk, and it's just sad. It's just sad. I mean, even though he works in the Ministry of Agriculture. He kept composed, but after he broke down, and it's sad. It's really, really sad. And then today, ladies and gentlemen, and I want everybody, ladies and gentlemen, all over the world to know that if you know you're running from somebody or somebody threatening you, let me tell you something. It could happen to you in the airport as you land. There is a case I know where a man wants his wife to come back from England. And I know that is how they'll be able to deal with her. I tell it on national television. Remember, I tell you that. I won't tell you what it is about. But there's a certain individual, want their wife to come back from London to deal with her. Maybe I said, nah, but the airport, somebody can pick her up. Not again, ladies and gentlemen. There was a shooting inside the airport, on airport compound. Airport, look at it. Just meters away from the entrance that you all come out. You know when you slide in down there? Just close to the arrival hall, a man was gunned down early this morning around 2 o'clock. And also, ladies and gentlemen, we have other stories to tell you when we come back. Also, yesterday I spoke to... Who I spoke to yesterday? The penal, where the neighbor chewed up the family, burst up his head and say police beat him and all kind of thing. And how this boy, imagine family terrorizing you like this, terrorizing you, did all kind of thing to you. And then there's a young boy whose wife was gone missing with his 2 Venezuelan children. Well, his children, they were born in Trinidad, so they're Trinidad national. She has gone missing. He's 24, she's about the same age. They have 2 children. He got involved with her a couple of years ago when he was 20 or 21. And that's it. So we have a lot to tell you today. But ladies and gentlemen, there's 2 things I see today that really, I tell you, this work, being involved in what I do here, nothing surprises me. And as somebody just used the word, they said, do you ever get shocked like you're just shocked, like use that word shocked? I said, nothing shocks me anymore. Nothing surprises me anymore. I think I've seen it all. But this 15-year-old that was murdered, really, really sad. And it's a wake-up call, ladies and gentlemen. Suspect is in custody. Even the said suspect was in the police station on Monday. I don't want to go into details with that, but I'm going to take a fast break. And to all those of you who are advertising with us, a special good evening to you. As you know, we have a live broadcast at 7. A live broadcast at 7. Want to say a special out to Extra Food, VJ Small Engine Repairs and Agro Supplies. I think that the farmer who was beaten in Arangwes, I'll go check him about the pump, yeah. ABC Bars and Doors and Clive Allen Funeral Services. Also, ladies and gentlemen, JD Supercare, Steel Force Caribbean. Also, there's so much paper here. Predo Adult Diapers, Suncrest International, Vitabiotics, and S&S Passad. So we're going to take a fast break, ladies and gentlemen, because we are running today. When I tell you running, we are running. Go ahead.
The Ian Alleyne Show will be right back.
Shop at Extra Foods for great Easter specials. Sunflower margarine, 3 for $20. Fruitopia juices, 6 for $20. Oreo cookies, 12-pack, $20. Demerara brown sugar, $20. Guyana Bombay chai tea, 2 boxes for $20. Sundays premium ice cream, 2 liter, $44.99. Mabel's tomato ketchup, 3 for $24.99. Happy tuna flakes, 4 tins for $20. And so much more. Plus, check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for even more specials. Extra Foods, always extra for less.
VJ's Small Engine Repairs and Agro Supplies Limited, located at number 102 Rocher Douglas Road in Barrackpore. We carry a wide variety of agricultural pesticides and insecticides. Also available are brush cutters, pressure washers, water pumps, and much more. Call us, come in, or just visit us on Facebook for great deals today.
Thinking of giving your home that modern finish? Then visit ABC Bar Doors and Windows. We are the largest supplier of hardwood finishing goods. Get kitchen and pool tiles, faucets, doors, windows, sinks, and so much more. Come in or give us a call. ABC Bar Doors and Windows, always a better choice.
Clive Allen Funeral Services and Crematorium, first and only full-service funeral home and licensed crematorium in Sangre Grande, independently owned and operated by Clive and Tricia Allen with no affiliation to any other funeral home. Platinum Funeral Award winner from 2021 to 2023. Call 6680896.
Shop more, spend less with JD Supercare. Come on down to a location near you for the widest variety and best prices on your personal care items and much more. Be part of our Super Points team to shop, earn, and redeem. Located in Princeton, San Fernando, Gasparilla, Cooper, Rio Claro, and Pinal. Check us out online for delivery at your doorsteps.
Steel Force Caribbean Limited offers steel construction and fabricating at its best. Our wide range of services extends throughout Trinidad and Tobago and across the Caribbean. In engineering, architectural design, structural steel fabrication of tanks and pipes. Call us today for all your industrial, commercial, and residential projects.
Are you worried about outings and social events? Predo Adult Diapers can give you the confidence and comfort you need. Our high-quality diapers are soft, gentle, designed for ultimate protection with maximum absorption. Live life on your terms with Predo. Available at leading pharmacies and retailers nationwide.
Live life well. From Vitabiotics, the UK's #1 vitamin company.
Have Ian Alleyne live and in person at your business and showcase your product and services to over 100 million viewers across the Ian Alleyne network. This is your chance to let millions know about your company or services. Book your live from 30 minutes or more and watch your business be transformed with Ian Alleyne Live. To book your live, contact Ian Alleyne at 225-4327 or call our offices at 225-3250 or 389-7018. Don't miss this opportunity. Call and book today.
Catch Lenten savings. Coca-Cola 20 ounce, 5 for $20. Orchard juice 1 liter, 2 for $20. Creamery ice cream 2 liter, 3 for $99. Act 2 popcorn 4 for $20. Nature Valley assorted 5 for $20. Swiss barbecue sauce 2 for $20. Brunswick flake tuna 3 for $20. Old Mac sardine 4 for $20. Soft and silky hand soap 2 for $20. Creamery yogurt assorted 4 for $20. This Easter, escape to paradise with S&S Passad and Nestle. Spend spend $50 or more on Nestle's products for your chance to win one of 4 staycations at Sunset Beach Resort Mayaru. 3 days, 2 nights for 4 people. Enter in store before April 21st. 4 convenient locations: Rio Claro, Mayaru, and Freeport. Remember, it's not facades, it's SNS Facade.
Thinking about having your home transformed? Sovereign Ceilings and General Contractors offers you top quality ceiling installation, stucco, painting, and professional construction services to your satisfaction. Contact 354-3820 for your quote today.
Recreate the ambience of your home with Bright Ideas' beautiful, stunning new collection of stylish lights and chandeliers. Show your style with new modern design. Light up your space with beautiful new timeless classics and create comfort and luxury with new elegant ceiling fans. So set the mood and brighten your home in style. The perfect glow at amazing prices. Bright Ideas' new collection of stylish lights and chandeliers. Available at 6 locations. Visit Bright Ideas today and let your home shine.
Park your adventure awaits.
Christopher Mansing, certified real estate agent. Have an apartment to rent? Call me. Have a house or land to sell? Call me. Need evaluation done? Call me. Call me now at 722-2057 or email me at address provided.
Welcome back to the Ian Alleyne Show.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Now, we want to start it off. Before we go further, I just had to let you know, an act of terror, ladies and gentlemen. And first thing, the question is, how did gunman get away with murder at Piarco International Airport? And this is a frightening thing. If you are marked for that, if you are a businessman, if you have received a threat, and nobody knows that and everybody knows you're out of the country, and they realize that you are coming on a flight to Trinidad, you could get it inside the airport, and just meters away, less than 100 feet away from the entrance. Inside the compound of the airport, from that entrance, that when you walk out through that the glass door, the exit, not even at least 100 feet away, not even so much. It's not even so much, it's about 100 feet away. This wasn't just a shooting, ladies and gentlemen. This was an act of terror, and it happened in one of the most secure spaces in this country, Piarco International Airport. In the early hours of Thursday, April 17, 2025, gunmen armed with an assault rifle carried out a bold coordinated execution just outside the arrival terminal. The victim, 30-year-old Akim Kwashi, a.k.a. Sowers, was shot dead moments after stepping off a flight from Panama. Another man was wounded. The attackers unleashed a hail of gunfire with high-powered weapons before fleeing the scene undetected after ditching their vehicle. It is no coincidence this happened right after the end of a state of emergency, which many had already deemed ineffective. But this attack is not just another statistics in a violent week. It is a national security failure of the highest order. According to Anti-Terrorism Act, a terrorist act includes loss of human life or serious bodily harm, damage to property, prejudice to national security, or disruption of public safety. By this very definition, ladies and gentlemen, the cold-blooded murder at the airport fits squarely within the scope of terrorism. Yet where is the national outrage? Where is the high-level response? Where is the chairman of the Security Council? This is a threat. This is like a terrorist attack. This is news all over the world right now. All over the world. This is an international airport. This is not a village airport. This is an international airport. ladies and gentlemen, this is a terrorist attack. The airport is a symbol, a gateway to our country. It is meant to be a fortress, and still armed men with assault rifles were able to execute a hit and vanish. No armed confrontation, no air support, no interception, just escape, ladies and gentlemen. Compare this to U.S. Customs and border protection, where every officer, even immigration, is armed and trained to act in seconds. Here, our immigration officers are unarmed, unprotected, and essentially defenseless. And the air guard, not even minutes away. So how did these gunmen, ladies and gentlemen, get away? The state has a duty of care to everyone within the airport precinct, citizen or not. That includes passenger, workers, and even those with criminal records. Security is not selective. This isn't just an embarrassment. It's a breach with international implications, ladies and gentlemen. If we can't secure our own airport, what message are we sending to the world? What message, ladies and gentlemen, are we sending to the visitors, to the criminal elements? What message are we sending? This is an act of terror, and if we don't treat it as such, we are simply inviting the next one. And as we say in Trinidad, monkey see, monkey do. This is a very serious thing, you know. If you know somebody's looking for you and you left the country, don't let them know you're coming back, because they don't have to wait by the roundabout. They don't have to wait by Kelly Junction, St. Helena Junction. They don't have to wait by traffic by the highway. They can give it to you right in front as you come out the door. As you come out the door, because that is how Sowers got it. As he come out the door, he get it. As he came out of the door, ladies and gentlemen, he got it. This was another person who was injured also. Now this is the van. I want to see that van. This is so you can understand. Stop. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the vehicle that they were in. Look at it, meters away. How many of you stand right there with your luggage? How many of you stand right there? Look at it, meters away. Meters away, ladies and gentlemen. Open up the lines. And if he came from Panama, it wasn't him alone. Now, we don't know if he went. Now, we know that a lot of persons out there who maybe had run-ins with the police or whatever. Remember, this state of emergency was declared with a notice. They give you a notice, so you had ample time, a whole day to get your act together and bust out. That is how the state of emergency was declared, with notice to every person who the police might have interest with. So we don't know. But go back to, so I'm just showing you, ladies and gentlemen, watch. You watch it for yourself. Everybody comes out from right there on your left there. Look the vehicle. Just look at this. How many of you coming from Miami, whenever, look, every time I fly, everybody know you come out from there. Open up the lines. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. 6714062. Take the audio down, please. This, just as I describe it, is a terrorist act. And it must be treated like that. And up to this day, the Minister of National Security, the Chairman of the Security Council, boy, what about if some tourists just come in transit? Or they came just to spend a night, you know, sometimes you might be, you know, you want to come out, say, well, I'll spend 2 days in Trinidad, I'll browse around, because I'm going somewhere else, so I stop here for 2 days. What about some American citizens, some Canadian citizens, somebody? Thank God, ladies and gentlemen, but I will tell you something. This was well executed. This was a well executed event. Hi, caller, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. 6714062. Hi, caller, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Go ahead.
Mr. Allen, good evening. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, this is a scary thing.
Why is this scary? Scary
Yes,
is not the
listen
word.
to me. And you know what? Sometimes this has to happen because they're bawling about international and this and who crying and who singing down the country. But I see this reach all Jamaica cleaner news.
But this
Right?
terrible, this terrible.
International, the Minister of National Security studying to talk about Alexander instead of doing work.
It is terrible. And I'll tell you something. Thank you. It is terrible. Let me tell you something. And that's why I tell you, And I tell you from day one, I glad I'm on this side, I glad I right here, That jump low, I always here to defend it, I always here to go after the gunmen. I always here, once we get information, we will go after them. We will go after them. We will go after them. Before I take that break, ladies and gentlemen, in fact, I have it right here on my... Hi, caller, go ahead.
Yeah, just call and say, when you go to pick up your family when they come in, them guards will be harassing. They can't stand up for a minute, comment, they want to give you a ticket, all kind of things. So where were they this morning? Hiding?
Okay. And that is so true. Where were the guards this morning? Where were the guards? Where were the guards? That was wanted to, but nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, it is a serious thing. It is a serious thing. Assassination at the airport. Sowers in early morning airport shooting after his return from Panama. A Marval man was gunned down after returning to the country at the Piarco International Airport. Another man in a brazen attack also. One man is dead and another wounded following a shooting outside the arrival exit at Piarco International Airport. Early on Thursday, April 17th, the deceased has been identified as Akim Kwashi, a.k.a. Sowers, of Nicholas Street in Marval. He was identified. In fact, Akim Kwashi, a.k.a. Sowers, was identified as the deceased. He was allegedly known by police to be controlling the Kokoja community and other parts of Marval. The wounded man is Jeremy Diaz of Backstreet, Lee Platte Village, Marval. Police have described the incident as well planned and executed. He was reported controlling Kokoja. But let me tell you something. And I will tell you this today, before we go with Kokoja. He could control the Kokoja, he could control the cup, he could control the coffee, he could control the pot. You can't come and kill nobody in front of the airport. And you see, that is what they will do. They will try to divert everything and say, well, the man who get killed, he was controlling this, he was controlling that, he was controlling the cup, he was controlling Kokoja, he was controlling the bottle. I don't want to hear all that. This was a terrorist attack. Keep that killing outside. Keep it up down by all here. A man was gunned down when he walked out the airport door. How that is possible? And the killers escaped. And let me tell you something. What you don't know, ladies and gentlemen, is that the shooters, they were in Arapun Gardens earlier. They were in Arapun. They were circulating. They were driving around. They knew the exact time he would have landed here. And they had more than one vehicle and eyes on the ground. So don't let the Minister of National Security come with some, Kokoja was, Akim Kwashi, he's a bad man. That is Sowers. Sowers was in charge of Kokoja. He was a gang leader. He was a and known to the police. Nobody wants to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. And that is what they're going to come at you with. I went today, ladies and gentlemen, to speak with Sowers' family. I went today. Even though, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm willing to speak to them, and even though I did not come out of my vehicle, a member of one of my detail went and spoke to them. Am I right? Yeah, because I was in Pierre Street off Nicholas Street right there. But the idea is, my business is not Sowers. My business, and you see, that's what they're going to come with. Notorious this one, notorious that one. Don't fall for that. Because they're going to hide their failure behind. They want to hide the failure. Them coming with all kind of shots. Let me tell you what the Trump card them coming with. They're going to go do a whole research and a whole file on Sowers and throw it out to the public and say, so automatically they're going to use a diversionary tactic. You do that, you will do that. They call it as kind of damage control. So you're not really focusing on the problem. You're focusing on the bigger issue. Wow, he was wanted by police. And if they get some journalists to really write it up nice and think, well, that is it. And that is how it's going to run. And to the family of Sowers, I tell you on national television, I don't know about no Cocoa community. I don't know, they say he was well known to what? He was controlling Cocoa Jar community and other parts of Marval. But nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, nevertheless, it was a terrorist attack. Don't let them divert no attention. You tell me man coming out playing it. So what about the pilot? If somebody don't like the pilot, why would somebody want to transport drugs? And they ask a pilot to do something and the pilot blank them. Or somebody blank them. You could get it outside. Like, you are not understanding this. This is not about Akim Kwashi A.K. Sowers. This is not about that man. What I am telling you here, ladies and gentlemen, this killing was committed at an international airport. Let me tell you something about an airport. Police cannot go and arrest nobody by the airport just so. You know that? Police cannot board a plane by the airport just so. And I learned that earlier clock. That person we were looking for in the past. And then when I started years ago, and I called police and I say, hey, the man boarding the plane. And that is the day I realized, police can't go by no airport just so, you know. They can't go in the airport in customs and it don't work just so, you know. They can't board a plane just so, you know. It is a lot of restrictions, you know. A lot of, and not only we laws, you know, international laws, you know. There are international laws that govern that airport, you know. International laws, you know. That everybody, every country that has an airport have to play by the book and have to play by the rules, you know. Yeah? So don't let nobody come and say, well, Sowers this and Sowers that, and Sowers was controlling Cocoa Jar community, he was controlling the plate, he was controlling the bottle, he was controlling the spoon. I don't want to know that. I don't want to know that. There's two things I want to know. How that was possible and how the killers escaped. I know what I'd like to know while I do all that. Send me pictures of the men and them. And to the family, accept my sympathy. I know you think maybe I was here to... No. I want to know. I just want to know who's so brave. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Hi, good evening, Trinidad. So watching this story here, I just have one thing to remind us of before I make my last point is this. During COVID, in the Mount Hope facility, every single car that went in and out was checked. All day, all night. They could have made that happen, right?
Yeah.
But right now, during a state of emergency or just after, I don't know if we still have it. Even our international airport can have that level of protection. Now, the second point I would like to bring is something I keep saying every time I call, which is that there certainly seems to be some sort of power struggle within the criminal elements in the island. You know, and more, this looking way, that's what happened here, is a little too precise, a little too clean, and a little too convenient for that to be just the average man.
That is not an average player.
That is not average player.
I like what you said here.
It's smelling a little bit, you know, professional, if you know what I mean.
Smelling a high-tech ingredient.
Yeah.
I smelling an elite clip. I was smelling. Thanks again, caller.
Yeah.
We're going to take a fast break. When we come back, we'll continue.
The Ian Alleyne Show will be right back.
Calling out all our way, friends and family with love for TNT. From the mountaintop to the valley low, everywhere we go, country before party. We working together, we building together. Young will make it better. Side by side, together. We standing together for our nation's future. This is a movement we all in together, not just so one. My sister, my brother, Balize in your hand. P&M is the plan. Ready, hold it steady. We are one. We stand strong. We are one. We stand strong. Together, no time to waste.
new chapter for TNT. We're red, ready, and responsible. On April 28th, vote PNM. Great is the PNM.
That was a paid political ad.
The exciting Easter specials happening at GTA Supermarkets. Brunswick sardine and soya oil, 106 grams, 2 for $19.99. Nickerson bone salted Alaskan pollock fillet, 6 ounces, 2 for $19.99. Rosemont Vienna sausage, 142 grams, 4 for $19.99. Tang drink mix, 13 grams, 7 for $19.99. Island Pride green peas and carrots, 400 grams, 3 for $19.99. Eve whole kernel corn, 340 grams, 2 for $19.99. Eve dried pigeon peas, 400 grams, 2 for $19.99. Chef made pure vinegar, 500 ml, 6 for $19.99. Soft and pretty paper towels, 2 count, 2 for $19.99. Carlton's Choice bathroom tissue 12-pack, $19.99. Plus many more items. Specials valid until April 21st, 2025. JTA Supermarkets, where your total bill always costs less.
This Easter, Bright Ideas is bringing the savings to you with our Hop Into Savings Easter event. We've got flowers, ornaments, and vases, up to 25% off kitchenware, bakeware, lamps, mats, carpets, mirrors, and more. Get microwaves as low as $5.99, air fryers from $4.50, Black & Decker blenders for only $2.99. Plus, specials on your favorite appliances. Check out our combos and specials on plasticware, perfect for every home. Low prices on Easter gifts and decorations. Festive finds at prices that make you smile. So hop into Bright Ideas for brighter deals this Easter. 9 locations, now open in Chaguanas. Bright Ideas, where your home shines brighter.
Are you ready to experience the future of driving? At Car Trinidad and Tobago, we offer luxurious vehicles with cutting-edge technology, same-day approvals, and affordable monthly premiums. Showrooms located at El Socorro and Gulf City. Contact Sarah at 250-8409 to get started.
We're doing it for you at dollar value. Welcome to the People's Choice here at dollar value. Service with a smile treat you like family too. Easy on your pocket, we're here for community. Dollar Value Supermarket, always here for you and me. Where we going? Dollar Value, Dollar Value. Pocket friendly supermarket, doing it for you.
The countdown to election 2025 is on. Attention all political parties, campaign managers, coordinators, and candidates. It's time to ignite your campaign and take your message to the masses. The Ian Alleyne Network is your ultimate platform for unmatched exposure. With over 120 million YouTube views, 5 million plus monthly views, and 15 million views already in 2025, our Facebook network engages over 800,000 followers. IanAlleyne.org stands the most visited website in Trinidad and Tobago. We bring your live events, rallies, and meetings straight to millions as they happen. Plus, with our primetime show, place your ads from 5:45 p.m. to 7 p.m. Repeat broadcasts throughout the day. And weekend airings, your message gets maximum impact. Run your best campaign with the platform that delivers real results. The Ian Alleyne Network.
Unlock a healthier you with Berberine Plus.
I'm saying goodbye to blood sugar spikes with Berberine Plus.
Specially formulated for those facing the challenges of diabetes, pre-diabetes, and weight management. Berberine Plus offers a natural solution to optimize your metabolism and help preserve insulin resistance, promote weight loss, and improve your health safely and quickly.
This natural supplement helps with metabolism and helps maintain my cravings.
Don't let high cholesterol and diabetes hold you back.
You take 1 capsule 15 minutes before meals, twice daily for the best results.
Managing blood sugar can be tough, but not anymore with Berberine Plus.
Take charge of your health with Berberine Plus, available at Pennywise and leading pharmacies nationwide.
When UNC wins,
integrity wins.
Labour wins.
Unity wins. Progress wins. Justice wins. Courage wins. Education wins. Honesty wins. Community wins.
Hope wins. Patriotism wins.
Kindness wins.
A new Trinidad and Tobago wins.
That was a paid political ad.
Energy, rise to the occasion.
Total Tools One-Stop Tool Station is having the Grand Easter Egg Extravagant Sale from the 7th to the 17th of April 2025. Get massive discounts store-wide, specials on selected items such as pressure washers, rotary hammers, drills, grinders, meter saws, and so much more. Check us out today for the best prices and quality tools. Contact us at 367-8665 or 654-5996. Located at number 797 to 799 Papari Road, Lower Barrackpore.
Variety Supplies Limited, known to all as Denny, has fantastic deals for you. We have hundreds of new arrival items in store with unbeatable prices. Storage containers, household and kitchen products, furniture, appliances, clothing, electronics. Specials on top quality firecracker stoves from as low as $180. You can even stock up on all your grocery essentials. At Denny, we have it all. Come in to 99 Guapa Road, Faisabad, just 15 minutes drive from San Fernando. Open every day 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Safe and secure parking. There is no better place to shop than at Denny.
Mata Imports Limited, the #1 pickup shop for the best quality, price and service. Check out their showroom at number 750 Papari Road, Lower Barrackpore for a wide variety of 4x4, SUV and car accessories. You name it, they have it. Mata Imports has all the latest items in the market. The 4x4 boss is always taking you to the next level in the automotive industry. So contact them today at 654-5234 or 360-8773 for further information.
Wellness through the years with Well Baby, Well Kid, Her Well Team, Him Well Team, Well Woman, and Wellman. Why take an ordinary multivitamin when there's a supplement designed for your specific life stage? For every stage in life, trust Phytobiotics.
Welcome back to the Ian Alleyne Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, and as we continue, so just as I said, let's see what's going to happen. I tell everybody around the world going to upgrade their travel advisory. Everybody's going to work. But you know, as the former Prime Minister said, but who cares? Who cares what they say? Who cares? Who cares? That's the approach. Who cares? And just to let you know, it's sadness again. Heartbreaking Barrackpore, missing teen found murdered. 15-year-old Malini Prasad, who was reported missing since April 13, 2025, was tragically found murdered in a forested area along GP Road in Barrackpore. Police have been investigating her disappearance and information she may have been raped and murdered by someone known to her. The discovery was made on the morning of Thursday, April 17th. Police are currently, they want to scene. These are just images right now with the police officers and the undertaker vehicle now leaving. And this is so sad, ladies and gentlemen. This girl left her home on Sunday, walked a little way from her home. She went missing after that. She attends Ashja Girls. She's a bit autistic. She has some challenges, but nevertheless, that didn't keep her back. She was attending a very prestigious school. Very, very prestigious school. Ashja Girls. And it just goes to show, ladies and gentlemen, that sometimes you might think that a little girl might have little challenges and nobody will go after them. No, we have seen the 80-year-old grandmothers and the 17-year-old grandmothers in this country raped and murdered. And imagine now we see a 17-year-old girl who's slightly autistic, slightly as the father said. 15. A 15-year-old girl. Well, I want to use the word slightly. A minor, just a slight, slight autism. But nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, just to break it down for you. And it's sad, ladies and gentlemen, it's sad. What that means for your child, going to school every morning, taking a taxi. There are monsters out there. And from what I heard, ladies and gentlemen, a suspect is in custody who is known to her. A suspect is in custody who is known to her. And was last seen in her company, and I have gotten exclusive videos Exclusive videos with the suspect and her walking. Exclusive videos, ladies and gentlemen, with the suspect and her walking. What is suspect and her? What is suspect and her? I don't know if that's the same suspect who lost his daughter. I can't say. I don't want to say as yet. Am I right? Yeah, we don't want to say as that, but look at video of the suspect and her walking. Yeah, I think he had lost his daughter last year. He had some problem with his wife. I don't know. But nevertheless, he went to the Barkpore police station, if that's the same person. And also, before all that happened, look at walking on the road. Look at walking on the road. Go ahead. Look at walking on the road. Look at walking, watch. So she walked out of her home. So I don't know, maybe she left home and she just wandered, she just walked out of home with her bags packed, with all her bags packed and everything. And sometimes, when you have these challenges, sometimes children are irritable, they get angry fast, parents can't correct them, and they think that I'm going to run away, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But she's from a stable home, a good home. A good home is a good environment, well closely knitted. And sometimes they feel that, they go through things and they feel that nobody likes me. She was once bullied at school last year. So maybe she feels different. And look how sad it is, not knowing, ladies and gentlemen, that she's going to walk to her death. And she's going to be, now we can't confirm, I'm just telling you, if she was assaulted and whatnot, but that is what we heard. This is so sad, ladies and gentlemen, with these videos that I'm showing you right now. It is so sad. Hi, caller, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch, and we're going to run a little till after 7.
Good evening, Ian. Good evening.
98 here. Yeah, 98.
Ian, listen, between 80 and 85% of sexual victims or rapists, victims or rape victims, they usually know or they're affiliated with their perpetrator.
Victim, the perpetrator. It's well said. That is true. That is true.
Yeah. And getting back to this thing that happened in the airport, this thing will make worldwide news.
It will, but don't worry. We will get them. Thanks again. So, ladies and gentlemen, so I want you to know, and that is why I will tell you something anytime, they can put who they want, anytime. I have something that nobody don't have in this country. I have something that nobody don't have in this country. You know what I have? I can stand here and tell you, know what I don't, what they don't have, that I have? Trust. People trust me. You can have whatever. $6 billion could go to the Ministry of National Security. But nobody trusts. Nobody will trust them to give them the information. The best of police in Trinidad and Tobago will tell you people trust Ian Alleyne. And I've never violated that trust. And if you have information about the crimes committed at the airport, we'd like to know who killed Sowers. We'd like to know. And other crimes, let me know. Today I showed you the little girl walking, the little 15-year-old. Pack up her bags. Her family went to temple. Pack up her bags. And that's why sometimes there are women out there who might get upset at home and pack up your bag and go and jump in a car just so and walk on the road. Wait till morning for me, please, and call a family member if you have to leave. Times are different. Times are different, ladies and gentlemen. I spoke to the father. When we come back, I'll go straight to it.
The Ian Alleyne Show will be right back.
Don't miss It's the exciting Easter specials happening at GTA supermarkets. Brunswick sardine and soya oil, 106 grams, 2 for $19.99. Nickerson bone salted Alaskan pollock fillet, 6 ounces, 2 for $19.99. Rosemont Vienna sausage, 142 grams, 4 for $19.99. Tang drink mix, 13 grams, 7 for $19.99. Island fried green peas and carrots, 400 grams, 3 for $19.99. Eve whole kernel corn, 340 grams, 2 for $19.99. Eve dried pigeon peas, 400 grams, 2 for $19.99. Chef made pure vinegar, 500 ml, 6 for $19.99. Soft and pretty paper towels, 2 count, 2 for $19.99. Carlton's Choice bathroom tissue 12 pack, $19.99. Plus many more items. Specials valid until April 21st, 2025. JTA Supermarkets, where your total bill always costs less.
At Harry's Water Park, it's more than splashing under the sun. It's an experience. It's an adventure. It's about laughter and excitement. It's a place where families and friends create unforgettable memories. Call now to book your ultimate family adventure. Get ready for a world of excitement and non-stop thrills.
We, Trinidad and Tobago, were at risk and we were threatened by the United Kingdom. Between 2010 and 2015, it would be necessary for us to travel to the UK. We would have to have visas. You know why? Because they wanted to dismantle the services that were working with the British to fight crime. Immediately we moved, and what did we do? We built the relationship and we bolstered it.
From today, the 12th of March 2025, we are introducing a visitor visa requirement for nationals of Trinidad and Tobago traveling to the UK.
That was a paid political ad.
Ready for family fun like never before? Besides the Food King and Bright Ideas bring you the Tickets to Happiness promotion. For every $300 you spend at any Besides the Food King and Bright Ideas location, you'll receive an entry form for a chance to win amazing family experiences. That's right, 10 lucky families each week will win tickets for a family of 5 to exciting destinations just in time for Easter vacation. Here's what's up for grabs. 10 lucky families will each win tickets to Chuck E. Cheese, The Alley, 5 Islands Water and Amusement Park, Movie Town, and Harry's Water Park. And the best part? Winners are announced live on Facebook every Saturday starting March 29th. So what are you waiting for? Shop now at Prasad's The Food King and Bright Ideas. Enter to win and create unforgettable memories with your family, because happiness is best when shared. Promotion ends on April 23rd, 2025, and this promotion is NLCB approved.
Power up your life with Buy Smart Outdoor Power Equipment. We service and supply all equipment types nationwide and throughout the Caribbean. Pressure washers, brush cutters, smart stream pumps, welders, and much more. Authorized dealer and service center. Visit us or give us a call. When quality matters, we deliver.
Welcome to eFix Investments Limited, your one-stop destination for all your home essentials. Transform your bathroom with our exquisite range of showers, enclosures, luxury bathtubs, modern toilets, faucets, ceramic sinks, and vanities. Enhance your kitchen with our stainless steel sinks. Our extensive selection includes bath, kitchen accessories, as well as security doors. Visit our showroom today at Southern Main Road, Homeland Gardens, Cunupia, and let your dream home become a reality. Call us at 665-2282 or 671-2282. eFix Investments Limited, your home, your style, our passion.
This Easter, Bright Ideas is bringing the savings to you with our Hop Into Savings Easter event. We've got flowers, ornaments, and vases, up to 25% off kitchenware, bakeware, lamps, mats, carpets, mirrors, and more. Get microwaves as low as $5.99, air fryers from $4.50, Black & Decker blenders for only $2.99, plus specials on your favorite appliances. Check out our combos and specials on plasticware, perfect for every home. Low prices on Easter gifts and decorations. Festive finds at prices that make you smile. So hop into Bright Ideas for brighter deals this Easter. 9 locations, now open in Chaguanas. Bright Ideas, where your home shines brighter.
Looking to complete your home? Be sure to check out Ramesh & Sons Home Furnishing Limited. We offer modern and affordable furnishings for any household. We carry all major brands of refrigerators, stoves, washers, dryers, and more. Check out our Blaufund line of German stainless steel look of chest freezers. Remember, we also carry a wide range of stylish and cost-effective furniture in our very own Relax King brand. Visit our showroom at 99 Calcutta Road, Freeport for the best prices. Contact 232-5170. Ramesh & Sons Home Furnishing Limited, fulfilling all your household needs.
Welcome back to the Ian Alleyne Show.
So ladies and gentlemen, let me explain something to you again as we continue with respect to the airport and Akim Kwashi, aka Sowers. Do you know the airport authority sent out a press release, heightened security at Piarco International Airport? Oh please, that's what you should say, oh please. But what they didn't tell you, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm leaving this with you, and if you have information, in fact, today I sent my camera crew to the airport, and there were traffic wardens as normal. There was no heightened security where you're seeing on Marca Crosso, armed police all over, or armed airport police, airport security with high-powered guns and whatnot. There were nothing, ladies and gentlemen. There were nothing. So all they're talking about airport authority of Trinidad and Tobago wishes to advise with him immediately following the incident that occurred this morning at Piarco International Airport. Senior officers on Trinidad and Tobago Police Service held a meeting with officials from the authority to work on measures for strengthening and enhancing security. You all did not enhance nothing. There was nothing enhanced you. Or maybe you used the wrong drug, but nothing was enhanced. Just to let you know that. But I will tell you something. Today. What I'm about to tell you will shock you. And it will raise eyebrows. Fake and
Bright Ideas for brighter deals this Easter. 9 locations now open in Chaguanas. Bright Ideas, where your home shines brighter.
Looking to complete your home? Be sure to check out Ramesh & Sons Home Furnishing Limited. We offer modern and affordable furnishings for any household. We carry all major brands of refrigerators, stoves, washers, dryers, and more. Check out our Blaufund line of German stainless steel look of chest freezers. Remember, we also carry a wide range of stylish and cost-effective furniture in our very own Relax King brand. Visit our showroom at 99 Calcutta Road, Freeport for the best prices. Contact 232-5170. Ramesh & Sons Home Furnishing Limited, fulfilling all your household needs.
Calling out all our way, friends and family with love for TNT. From the mountaintop to the valley low, everywhere we go, country before party. We working, we building, young will make it better. Side by side, we standing for our nation's future. This is a movement we all in together, not just so one. My sister, my brother, Balize in your hand. P&M is the plan. Ready, hold it steady. We are one blood flowing through within. We stand strong and we on the road again. We are one, every creed and every race. We stand strong together, no time to quit.
New chapter for TNT. We're red, ready, and responsible. Vote PNM. Great is the PNM.
That was a paid political ad.
The Ian Alleyne Show.
So ladies and gentlemen, let me explain something to you again as we continue with respect to the airport and Akim Kwashi, aka Sowers. Do you know the airport authority sent out a press release, heightened security at Piarco International Airport? Oh please, that's what you should say, oh please. But what they didn't tell you, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm leaving this with you, and if you have information, in fact, today I sent my camera crew to the airport, and there were traffic wardens as normal. There was no heightened security where you're seeing on Marca Crosso, armed police all over, or armed airport police, airport security with high-powered guns and whatnot. There were nothing. There were nothing, ladies and gentlemen. There were nothing. So all they're talking about airport authority of Trinidad and Tobago wishes to advise with him immediately following the incident that occurred this morning at Piarco International Airport. Senior officers on Trinidad and Tobago Police Service held a meeting with officials from the authority to work on measures for strengthening and enhancing security. You all did not enhance nothing. There was nothing enhanced you. You maybe you used the wrong drug, but nothing was enhanced. Just to let you know that. But I will tell you something. I will tell you something today. What I'm about to tell you will shock you. And it will raise eyebrows, fake and real, with respect to the killing of Akim Kwashi aka Sowers. Do you know, ladies and gentlemen, someone said to me a while ago, I can't tell you who messaged me, but someone mentioned something to me, and these are persons of influence. They said, are you aware, Mr. Allen, that Special Branch Police, Custom and Immigration have access to an advanced passenger arrival list at least 24 hours before arrival? Did you hear what I just said? Did you hear what I just said? So, Special Branch Police, Customs, and Immigration have access to an advanced passenger arrival list at least 24 hours before arrival. All I know, ladies and gentlemen, when Sowers arrived, as he arrived, he left. That's all I could say. As he arrived at Piarco International Airport, he left. He died. He was shot dead. Don't let them come and fool you with no profile and no bio of Akim Kwashi, aka Sowers. Don't let them divert that attention. I don't want to know. That is not my problem. You pick up that. That is not my problem. How he was able, that timing, how he was able, how when you ask today, who did that? Who was part of that? Who was part of that? As the caller said, that is not just runners. You're not playing with runners here. It was well executed. And to the family, if you wish to speak to me, my number is 1868. So I'm leaving my code for international viewers also. 294-4081. So ladies and gentlemen, and not forget, National Security Minister Marvin Gonzalez, he was a former police officer for approximately 20 years who worked in SWAT under Manning administration. He got a scholarship to go and study. He looked like I don't know. He lectured me. I think he was one of my lecturers. When I started to pursue law at Beckles. Yeah, he was one of my lecturers. Could you believe that? Yeah, but nevertheless, yeah, I just want you to know, I'll leave you with it again, yeah? I'll leave you with this. Are you aware that Special Branch Police, Customs and Immigration have access to advanced passenger arrival lists at least 24 hours? So if they want to get you, if they know you have a warrant, you have this, you have that, watch when you're coming in. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. As we continue now, I spoke to the father of Melini Prasad, and this is what he had to say. Good afternoon, sir. First of all, accept my sympathy I mean, this is very sad. This girl with you can come. Yeah. No, you can come. It's very, very sad, and I'm we are all outraged what exactly happened. When was the last time you saw your daughter?
7 o'clock Sunday morning.
Now I realized she's just 15 years old, right?
Yes.
And she had some sickness. I don't want to, what was the medical challenges she had?
She had a symptoms called drop attack syndrome.
Dropper?
That's where you could get seizures.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And
Ever so
faint
often,
away
yeah.
if not taking medication.
Right.
She was autistic. And, well, I think they have two sides of autistic. So she was seeing people who does
autism,
right?
Autistic.
So we was in the Pleasantville Health Center.
Right.
For that, right. Well, that is it. Really, she was being counseled by the psychiatrist or how they call them. Right. So that was it. That was the two.
Did she ever go to school and so?
Yes, she's currently at the Blackpool
Ashja Girls.
Blackpool.
Wow. How was she doing at school?
Well,
despite her challenges, I'm sure she will have.
Yeah, she is a brilliant
she try
child.
her best to live a normal life, and she will have friends and whatnot.
Yes.
She
had minimum friend.
Yeah.
Because when she entered the school, which she was passed for, she had some issues in terms of bullying, which we addressed the matter by informing the relevant
because of her challenges and whatnot.
Right. And the school was aware of her medical condition.
Well, before we go further, when was the last time you made a report with respect to the bullying? Tell me.
Well, that was last year as it all start off, right? Because we had a little thing that she reported, and then I went personally and met the form teacher. They had a PTA meeting and I went. And, I asked the form teacher, well, the child said somebody hit her. And so she said she was not aware of it at the time. And that when she come to school, which would be the next day, because the meeting was there and was within school time. So she said when Melanie come to school the next morning, she will ask and see what disciplinary action could be made towards the other two children, which was in a higher form than her. So it's not within
it was
the same
addressed.
Yes.
And that was an incident last year.
Yes.
Right. So the last time, and then so this one.
So after that, she keep
everything is okay, and she's enjoying her school time and whatnot with her friends and so. But on Sunday, what exactly happened on Sunday?
I can't say. Me, my wife, and my elder daughter was in preparation to go to a Monday for our prayers.
Right.
So assisting her examination because she's due to write CXC May 5th, which is the first exam. So we trying to, offer seek help to guide her to be successful in our exam and stuff like that.
And that was the last time you saw her?
Yes. We left home here at 7:05.
And she was normal?
Normal. Well, we didn't have no problem over the last 3 years. Is this a normal
time you leave her home and whatnot and then go out and...
No, well, normally...
She would go for the drive?
Yes, but she choose not to go, and sometimes I don't force her. Because what happens, she just stay with my brother here. He lives downstairs here by himself. And my mom, which is her grandmother, so she accustomed with them. So, they have the bond. So it's not to say they have issues, right? Because he does pick her up from school in the evening. I just drop her personally on my way to work. So it's not to say she walk in the road or anything. And anyway, she has to go. She'll either go with me or him. So it's not to say she was anytime outside by herself.
But
from school is to home.
So when you came back from the temple, then you realized she was missing?
What happened? My brother, what happened? This room right here, she normally goes in that room and sit down by herself. When sometimes, she don't want to be around anybody. We are accustomed, she sit down in this room, she does play in her phone, so we don't interrupt her. So he assumed at the time that she was there. So he continued doing what he does, like prepare the food to help out on the Sunday lunch. And he finds it kind of strange that Well, wait, now this child, normally she might have come to go in the washroom or whatever. So he start looking around. He look into this room. We have that structure right there, right behind you, which is a little parlor. Sometimes she does go inside there too. So he checked right around and then decide to call me now and say, boy, something wrong. I can't find this girl. I check the front. We have our old structure. We have a structure that was under fire, but the bottom half was good. So he said, boy, I'm going in the back building and I check all them rooms. I see nobody. So
The Ian Alleyne Show will be right back.
Don't miss the exciting Easter specials happening at GTA supermarkets. Brunswick sardine and soya oil, 106 grams, 2 for $19.99. Nickerson bone salted Alaskan pollock fillet, 6 ounces, 2 for $19.99. Rosemont Vienna sausage, 142 grams, 4 for $19.99. Tang drink mix, 13 grams, 7 for $19.99. Iron Pride green peas and carrots, 400 grams, 3 for $19.99. Eve whole kernel corn, 340 grams, 2 for $19.99. Eve dried pigeon peas, 400 grams, 2 for $19.99. Chef made pure vinegar, 500 ml, 6 for $19.99. Soft and pretty paper towels, 2 count, 2 for $19.99. Carlton's Choice bathroom tissue 12 pack, $19.99. Plus many more items. Specials valid until April 21st, 2025. JTA Supermarkets, where your total bill always costs less.
Step inside Rampy's Bar and leave your worries behind. We are your afterwork lineman spot where the vibes always flow. Drink the night away with our drinks and bottle specials. Try your luck on our gaming machines and win big. Be entertained with live performances, DJs, and car displays every weekend. Rampy's Bar has the tightest security and safest environment. Come and have a good time with pumping energy at Rampy's Bar, Atlantic Plaza Point Lisas and High Street Superior. Rampy's Bar is the place to be. See you there.
My son Josiah, when he was born, he was diagnosed with a life-threatening disease. And a friend told me about the Children's Life Fund. Thanks to Kamala and the UNC government for making it happen. He was given a second chance in life, and now he's in Form 5 and he's able to sit CXC. Take it from me, when UNC wins, everybody wins.
That was a paid political ad.
Attention shoppers! The Fab India Expo, conveniently located opposite Medford gas station in Chaguanas, has been extended until May 5th. Discover an incredible array of products and stand a chance to win a Toyota Raise when you spend $100 or more. Experience a diverse range of items from brand new merchants, offering something for everyone. Indulge in a wide selection of Indian cuisine, Hakka Chinese, ice cream, and so much more available at our food court. Relax and rejuvenate at the Meraki Express Spa. Browse through our extensive collection of daily and temple wear, perfect for celebrating the auspicious occasion of Hanuman Jayanti. With so much to offer, the Fab India Expo is the place to be. Open daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Don't miss out on this unique shopping experience. We'll see you there.
D59 Bar and Lounge is a place to be for non-stop energy, an experience like no other on the boulevard. Entertainment at its best with live performances and the best live DJs in the industry. Great food, insane drink specials, and premium cocktails. Let your weekend come alive or Friday night party, Saturday night vibes, and chutney Sunday bash. Dress code in effect, armed security for your safety. 23 Bamboo Boulevard, Valsayn, just after Grand Bazaar Food Strip. Come and have a line to remember.
Shop at Extra Foods for great Easter specials. Sunflower margarine, 3 for $20. Fruitopia juices, 6 for $20. Oreo cookies 12 pack, $20. Demerara brown sugar, $20. Guyana Bombay chai tea, 2 boxes for $20. Sunday's premium ice cream, 2 liter, $44.99. Mabel's tomato ketchup, 3 for $24.99. Happy tuna flakes, 4 tins for $20. And so much more. Plus, check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for even more specials. Extra Foods, always extra for less. This Easter, Bright Ideas is bringing the savings to you with our Hop Into Savings Easter event. We've got flowers, ornaments, and vases, up to 25% off kitchenware, bakeware, lamps, mats, carpets, mirrors, and more. Get microwaves as low as $5.99, air fryers from $4.50, Black & Decker blenders for only $2.99. Plus, specials on your favorite appliances. Check out our combos and specials on plasticware, perfect for every home. Low prices on Easter gifts and decorations. Festive finds at prices that make you smile. So hop into Bright Ideas for brighter deals this Easter. 9 locations, now open in Chaguanas. Bright Ideas, where your home shines brighter.
Valdeo Shopping Mart says, bring the entire family. Trini Easter Fun Fest from Friday, April 18th to Monday, April 21st. 4 big days of fun, excitement, games, sound off, movies, kids competition, and live entertainment. The action kicks off 4 p.m. each day. Felicity Petersfield Grounds in Chaguanas. Admission is absolutely free. For more information, contact 328-4441. From Friday, April 18th to Monday, April 21st. Get ready for Trini Easter Fun Fest.
In life, there are moments that define us, shape who we are, and the legacy we leave behind. At I.A.N. Funeral Directors, we understand the importance of this. We offer affordable burial and cremation packages tailored to reflect the essence of your loved one. Not just any Allen, I.A.N. Contact us today.
Don't miss the exciting Easter specials happening at GTA Supermarkets. Brunswick sardine and soya oil, 106 grams, 2 for $19.99. Nickerson bone salted Alaskan pollock filet, 6 ounces, 2 for $19.99. Rosemont Vienna sausage, 142 grams, 4 for $19.99. Tang drink mix, 13 grams, 7 for $19.99. Island Pride green peas and carrots, 400 grams, 3 for $19.99. Eve whole kernel corn, 340 grams, 2 for $19.99. Eve dried pigeon peas, 400 grams, 2 for $19.99. Chef made pure vinegar, 500 ml, 6 for $19.99. Soft and pretty paper towels, 2 count, 2 for $19.99. Carlton's Choice bathroom tissue 12-pack, $19.99. Plus many more items. Specials valid until April 21st, 2025. JTA Supermarkets, where your total bill always costs less.
Nash and Associates presents Breaking the Fast. Breakfast inclusive Cooler Fest, Saturday 19th April 2025. Doors open at 5 a.m. Tickets $300. Group tickets available. 5 tickets or more, get 1 free. Your DJs, DJ Kyle and DJ Casper. Live entertainment, Eddie Charles and the Big Band. Traffic, Ding Dong, Waddix. All roads lead to Lee King's Ranch, Valencia All Road, Valencia. For more information, call 389-9069, 746-0608 or 299-3993. Breaking the Fast.
He kind of, it's the first time, so he kind of know what's went on. So when he called me, I left where I was. I notified my other half, and I said, listen, I am going home to see what's happening, and I will get back in touch with you. So I left where I was in Point Fortin and come back here. When I came home, I decided to double check for myself. You know, check back the same scenario, because I said probably might miss. You know, so I decided, I said, but you check this and that. Let me go back and do the same thing. After that, I decided to say, take a drive back to her school. Probably because she always says she want to go to school, no matter anything. So I tell myself probably she might had walked back to the school. So I drive the normal route we does take to drop her, and came around the area now. I did that, and then I went to the station to make a missing person.
So all that time from then to now, you all have been looking?
Well, yes. When I made the report, we didn't have no information. We didn't have no footage from anybody saying what exactly happened. Now the company right in the back here, they don't work on a Sunday, but they had camera footage. So on Monday morning, I went across and spoke to them and said, listen, could you give me footage for Sunday? Look through their system, which they did, and they sent me the clip. They said, what time now? I said, well, it had to be somewhere after 7. So they look at the clipping, and they sent it to me, showing where she left. What she did, she walked out there.
Across, as you can see, the police officers there.
She walked right there and probably gauging, right? And then she walked out.
Did any car pick her up or anything?
No, she walked straight down from here about probably a mile, because we have footage where she passed certain residents, which I saw now, that she passed, based on the person in custody, that he saw her sit down on a bridge like this before the junction. That is when you go straight down. There's the last bridge where you see a big drain, a concrete drain leading to the vehicle. He said that he met her there. So she was upset and whatever. He tried to offer some some assistance. That is what he said. I wasn't there. I can't.
What he did?
He said he offered some assistance. He walked with her back he bought something for her to eat. We have footage, or we see footage saying what he said in that aspect. After that, he said he'd bring her back out and give her $20. He didn't know where she going. She didn't have no money, so he offered her and give her.
If she living around here, I think?
No, he didn't say that. Remember, I just telling you what I hear.
Crime Watch does not end at 7 p.m. It continues on all our platforms, Facebook, YouTube, and on our website. Download the Ian Alleyne app today.
From the relevant authority, which is the police. So based on that, I went back canvassing again, and people was very cooperative in showing some footage. So we saw footage entering, but no footage showing actually coming out. So based on that information, I went back to the station. I informed the people them there, hey, well, we work at some footage, and the story not collaborating in terms of what
somebody's in suspect. Somebody's in custody. So this is somebody's in custody. Yeah, go ahead.
Right. So that is what happened. So we keep on thinking, and well, every morning they were in touch with me and stuff like that. And an officer from a different division came to assist because he dealt with them a couple years ago. He was in child protective unit, and they removed him and sent him to a different operation. So he saw the footage or whatever, and he started to look also. He came down himself and offered assistance.
Today being Thursday.
Right.
What exactly went on this morning? How do
Well, this morning we was told that there was
a person.
No, what happened this morning? The police had indicated that the drone division and the K9 unit was coming. So he said, boy,
how long they was coming?
They was. I was told that they was coming yesterday.
Somebody gave me since Sunday.
Right, but the drone people, I see for myself that they really came that yesterday. So the K9 unit didn't come. When the K9 unit is coming, they don't really want people around to distract the dog and whatever.
They found the body.
Well, yes, I have to say so. After doing some search, because the police came there was a large presence of police this morning, plus our thing. So while canvassing one area, we happened to see them where there was. And there's, on the assistance of the person who gave us the lead or give me the information that he know where the child was, and to get the authority to come and deal with the person. All that was done Monday. So he offered his assistance. We end up carrying them. He ended up carrying them with his pickup all through where he planted garden and stuff like that. And then we made arrangement with a person who has a wheel tractor, was offering assistance to take them now. Instead of walking, they could go with the wheel tractor because the place is hard right now, and therefore it will be more coverage done at a faster pace and then than walking now. So the guy offers his assistance for that.
Okay. So you had any time to see the body to identify the body?
No. I went on the location and I did not actually went where the
body was found.
Right. Because they was doing their investigation at the time.
How do you describe this, sir?
A very tragic incident.
You ever thought that crime would really hit you like this?
Never thought so. So I just see footage of people being missed through your media and social media, and as they say, it's only when it happens to you then you know the experience people just go in.
That's so terrible. So she stayed in this room here?
No, not stayed. She normally sits there alone. Nobody live here except my brother. We live upstairs.
Oh, you all live upstairs here? Yeah. Okay, so she live upstairs?
Yeah.
So she came down this.
She and she sister shares a room. My mom in front, we in the back.
Can I see her room?
We might make a good state.
And okay, forget that.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, this is really, really terrible. This is terrible. This is really, really sad, sir. And you know what is worse? You know what is so sad is that whatever I mean, this is a girl going Asher girls, and despite her challenges, her being slightly autistic and whatnot, and she was going to write CXC.
No, not that one. My bigger daughter.
Your bigger daughter
is about to write CXC.
Is about to write CXC, but
she's small. She's Form 2. This one is in Form 5.
Yeah.
Well, finally we now break the news to my mom. She is an elderly lady, so we wanted to make sure
you now tell her.
Yes, because she loves her granddaughter.
Oh God.
You understand? I didn't want to tell her anything unless my brothers and them around her, because she's 86 years of age, you know, and every morning she used to be around her. So I was trying to say wait for my elder brothers and them to try to break in the news to her. I didn't even tell my wife till now. You understand?
Tell me about the suspect.
I don't know
the suspect?
No. But I get to understand he had a, based on information, I don't quote me on that concept, is that he has lost his daughter in October, give and take, somewhere around there. She happened to be a student of the said school, which was, I think, I don't know for example for sure, but I get to understand she was in Form 4. And I don't know if my daughter happened to be chatting with her and she was dying. What we get to understand, that she died of cancer. That is what we get to understand, what people have said. And then he has an issue with that leading up, I think, due to some other issues, his other half left him. That is what, based on what people say.
We can't jump the gun. The person is in
don't quote me to say that is...
There is a suspect in custody and we'll leave it like that. You understand? I would like to leave it like that, and that is all. He's just assisting police, and they just leave it like that. But it's really, really sad. And imagine this girl, she attends Astra, right?
Yes, sir.
And you know, and it just goes to show, despite whatever challenges she had that discipline to go to school. She will have friends, people, all her friends will talk to her and whatnot and thing. And it was so nice. And I mean, to find this girl body under these circumstances is terrible. It's really, really terrible. But I realize the police is here. You have a high presence of police who wants to speak to you, and you know.
Well, the police, how do they call them? Social services.
Yeah, the social services department here will come and talk to you all, and you know, for counseling and whatnot, and that's nice, and that's really, really good.
I'm very glad to have the
the inspector here,
assistant superintendent of the area.
ASP.
Yeah, the ASP said his social.
What's the ASP name for your area? I know. I can't remember now.
To be honest with you, you might told me, yes, he lives Rochard Road.
Yeah, no.
But what happened is that you will tell my name now, but I will, in a split second after talking, others have a tendency to forget the name now.
All I can tell you, thanks for talking to us, and
no problem.
It just when we talk to people like you, victims like you, it brings a certain degree of awareness to persons who might have children in who
in the same situation,
you know, same ailment and challenges, and it brings that awareness that it can happen to anybody. I mean, this is a beautiful home. You live in a very nice area.
Ministry of Agriculture Forestry Division. I am based at the San Fernando Hill.
Your Ministry of Agriculture, a government worker, and it's just terrible. It's really, really terrible. And I'm sorry I had to meet you under these circumstances. It's just, I can't find words. I really, really can't find words. That this is just terrible. That's all I can say. This is terrible. This is wicked. This is wicked. And I really hope that the police, you know, whoever, wherever the chips fall, so be it. And that's why I came up here. And even though we hear a person is in custody, rest assured, no stone will be left unturned. And I can assure you that no stone, will be left unturned. Sir, accept my sympathy again.
Thank you for coming, sir. Appreciate talking with you.
Thank you.
So as you say, it's glad to let people know, you know, we all have to, I might be able to deal with it, you know, because I am saying that I'm not breaking down and crying, but it hurted me. I mean, every time I mention, I try to bring back myself to how we was talking just now. I try to bring back myself to that. I mean, it will be hard because everybody gonna say, boy, is your daughter, and every time they mention that, you know, it will cause.
You try to compose yourself for the interview.
To be
realize
stronger,
that to be strong, but you can't. No parent can live with this. No parent.
Even when I heard the news on it, I kind of, it make me break down, but I try to pull back myself. As you could see, I try to be brave, not without breaking down, except for this little piece of interaction.
Let's see. God bless.
All right?
So, ladies and gentlemen, that is so sad, and a suspect is in custody, assistant. That's all we have. I just had to highlight just a couple of things to you before we toss to the UNC meeting, which is a paid political broadcast, and they have decided to use our network. As you know, so many people are watching. Just in April month, we have already reached 2 million persons who have watched on YouTube. This is just YouTube alone. 2 million watch your videos, and it's not just glimpse the show. They watch your videos, and when they see the videos, what do they see? They see your ads. When they see your, and what we do, we normally replace all the ads separately also on YouTube, so and all our websites and all the different platforms. So just imagine, for April alone, 2 million persons watching. I wanted to highlight this to you, ladies and gentlemen. So if you want to get your ads up and running, you know what to do. From orphanage to the streets, Adam Williamson's life ends in tragedy. He was shot and killed by police during a stabbing incident. Adam Williamson, also known as Stinky, was more than just his nickname people used on the streets. To his family, he was the brother who had been fighting silent battles for most of his life, struggling with Parkinson's disease and bipolar disorder, living without the stability or care he desperately needed. The 23-year-old died on Tuesday, April 15, 2025, at the San Fernando General Hospital after being shot by a municipal police officer during an incident on Lower High Street, San Fernando. According to relatives, Adams grew up in an orphanage. His mother, who also lived on the streets before her death, had left her children with different family members. As a result, his siblings were separated and barely knew each other. Growing up, at age 18, Adam was put out of the home and was left to survive on the streets. On the day of his death, municipal police reported that around 11:30 a.m., 2 female officers on patrol in a marked police vehicle saw 2 men believed to be homeless fighting in front of Republic Bank. One of them was Adams. According to police, Adams was seen stabbing a 64-year-old David Lewis and refused repeated commands to drop the weapon. One officer then fired a single shot, hitting Adam in the abdomen. He was taken to the nearby hospital where he died less than 1 hour later. The officer was reportedly emotional and visibly shaken after learning of Adams' death. Her service weapon, along with the knife allegedly used in the incident, was seized as part of the ongoing investigation. For Adams' family, the loss is painful and difficult to process. Right now, everyone just out of it, not sure what to do, how he was on the streets. None of us really grew up together, his sister said. Come back to me. And, you know, because a lot of you heard about this incident, ladies and gentlemen, this was on Wednesday. Yeah, on Wednesday. No, on Tuesday, sorry. And you heard about this this guy. So everything has a history. Everybody has a history. This guy, his mother died, the mother used to live on the street, all kind of things. So you heard it there. Also, ladies and gentlemen, grief in Paramin, Jonathan Joshua Lewis, a former St. Mary's College student, laid to rest. Lewis' funeral was held on Wednesday, April 16, 2025, at Our Lady of Guadalupe, RC Church in Paramin, Maraval. 22-year-old man from Paramin who struggled with mental illness is believed to have died by suicide at his home on Tuesday, April the 8th. Lewis, a former student of St. Mary's College, Port of Spain, was discovered by his mother around 1:20 p.m. hanging by a bedsheet, tied to a door at their home in Paramin, Maraval home. She immediately called for help and relatives rushed to assist, but the efforts to revive him were unsuccessful. Lewis had been diagnosed with schizophrenia and was receiving treatment at the Diego Martin. You realize what's going on? Let me tell you this. Look at this guy here from St. Mary's, who attended St. Mary's College, a former student. He was diagnosed with schizophrenia and was receiving treatment. That is Lewis. Okay? Jonathan Lewis. When you go back to the guy who hung himself, who died on the street, who was shot by the police, Adam Williamsons, he was struggling with Parkinson's disease. He was bipolar. And how old was he? He was just 23. And when you look at the little girl who left her home and walking on the road here with all her bags, ladies and gentlemen, she was autistic. She had challenges, physical challenges. See how it just goes to show, ladies and gentlemen, that there's no systems in place to help those people who need help out there. There are no systems in place. Also, I just wanted to tell you, late night horror, Mova man shot while sitting in his car. He refused to open the door for the suspect. So there's no help, as I said, there's no help for persons with mental health problems. There's no help. There's no help. Look at them, 3 cases within days, 3 cases. 3 cases. Look at it. And also, I heard a statement by Stuart Young a while ago where he said, the Prime Minister said that he don't think that the incident at the airport will affect us internationally or anything. That doesn't, that this guy was somebody, he was this and he was that. Remember I told you that? They're going to use that. They're going to use that. They're going to run with Sowers for that. Also, late night horror, Mova man shot while sitting in the car. He refused to open the door for the suspect. Around 10:10 p.m., officers assigned to Mova police station responded to a report of a shooting on Industrial Road, Mova. Upon arrival, they observed a white Nissan Tida parked along the road. 39-year-old Denison Jack of Paradise Heights, Mova, was found seated in the driver's seat with a gunshot injury to his neck. His 23-year-old female companion was in the front passenger seat. The woman who lived in Las Alturas, Mova, reported she was engaged in a conversation with Jack inside the parked vehicle with all windows up. When the suspect approached from the driver's side and pointed a firearm at them, Jack immediately locked all the vehicle doors. The suspect then ordered both occupants to exit the vehicle, but they refused to comply. The suspect opened fire. So they were seated, a couple was seated in a vehicle. Somebody come with a gun, tried to rob them. They said they're not opening the door, and that was it. That was it. Man dead in Mova. Sure you didn't know about that. High-speed chase escaped high-speed escape after gunman sprays car with bullets. Victim survived attempt drive-by in Mova around 3:10 on Monday. Officers from Mova CID and Mova Police Station responded to report of a shooting west to West Park Trace off Industrial Lane, Mova. Their officers found 2 male victims standing next to a silver Sylphy registration PCZ 3119, which had several bullets hole. The first victim reported at around 2:50 p.m. he was driving along Ramir Trace with a friend in the back seat. When near Bronx Minimart, a man exited the rear of a grey Hyundai Accent motor car and fired shots at them. The driver sped off, swerving through traffic and continuing east through Park Street, across Lady Young Road, then onto Industrial Lane into West Park Trace. Once they realized they were no longer being followed, they stopped and exited the vehicle, discovering bullet damages to the trunk, windshield glass. So imagine you normal driving and people gone down your car. Also, ladies and gentlemen, A.S. Bryden and Sons delivery truck driver was robbed at over 100,000 worth of goods on Wednesday. Around 8:40, the delivery driver and his assistant parked and secured the company vehicle at Kelly Supermarket car park along Digger Martin Main Road, Digger Martin, before going inside to conduct sales. While inside the establishment, the woman alerted the victim that she observed persons offloading items from the truck. Upon making check, they discovered several cases of Cadbury chocolate gums, chocolate bars, cookies, and batteries, altogether value 106,000 TT, 106,000 plus TT missing. Also, Domino's Pizza delivery driver was robbed by 3 men pretending to be customers along the Tampuna Road in Arima on Wednesday, the 16th of April. Around 9:35, the 41-year-old delivery driver went to Riverway Road, Tampuna Road, where he met a man he believed to be a customer. While speaking to the man, 2 other men, one of whom was armed with a gun, approached the vehicle and announced a robbery. The suspect relieved the victim of a side bag which contained $200 as well as $900 worth of pizza. So imagine they are robbing the delivery Domino's Pizza guy. Also, ladies and gentlemen, in other news, batteries stolen from Waterloo Business Place. Police arrest suspects with stolen goods in Charleville, Chaguanas on the 9th of April the 15th. Officers of the Freeport CID received information that several batteries were stolen from Caribbean Welding Supplies located at Brickfree Road, Waterloo, Carpichaima. A check was made by a company official who discovered 6 Alpha batteries and 2 Austin batteries were missing. Officers from Freeport CID received a tip regarding a vehicle, a white Mitsubishi Libero PBB 2870, that's Papa Bravo 2870, believed to be transporting the stolen items. A sting operation led by Sergeant Harriet, my good friend, was conducted and the vehicle was intercepted in Charleville area. During search, several of the stolen batteries were found in the vehicle. The suspects were arrested and conveyed to Freeport Police Station for further inquiries. WPC DAS of the Freeport CID is investigating. And before we close, Wassa workers' vehicle taken at gunpoint in Chaguanas recovered in Mova. At approximately 5:45 on Tuesday, April 16, 2025, Corporal Jai Karan, along with WPC Roberts, PC McIntosh, and PC Murray of the Special Response Unit, SRU, were on mobile patrol along Leotard Street, Mova, when they observed a mint blue Nissan Almera bearing registration plate PBL 1074 parked at the side of the roadway. Officers noted visible damages and tampering around the vehicle steering area, which raised a suspicion. Upon further inspection, the chassis number was found to be associated with the registration PBU 2991. The vehicle was reported stolen in the Chaguanas district. The vehicle was transported to Mova, so they saw this vehicle and they picked it up. It was a stolen vehicle. And as you have seen here, also armed robbery at Double A Budget Mart in St. James. Armed robbery at Double A Budget Mart in St. James. 4 suspects apprehended with stolen goods. Firearm in Laventille after police intercept vehicle. The detained suspects, and I'm going to tell you who they are: 19-year-old Nairan Omari Melville of Village Council Street, Laventille. We have photos of them. 21-year-old Joshua Mundy of Upper St. Barb's Brasso, Laventille. 20-year-old Sean Devines of Upper St. Barb's Road, Laventille. 20-year-old Daniel Joseph of Village Council Street, Laventille. On Wednesday, April the 15th, at approximately 12:10, the 48-year-old proprietor was at his business, Calcutta Street, St. James, conducting sale when he was approached by 4 men One of the men armed with a firearm began pushing the victim at the back of the store. The suspect then proceeded to physically assault the victim, stealing 1,500 TT, a Samsung phone valued 900, before fleeing the scene in a blue Hyundai Accent, registration PCX 3531. The report was made to the police, and around 12:40 p.m., members of the Portsmouth Task Force intercepted the vehicle at St. James Street, St. Barb's, Lambertville, and detained all suspects. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, well, we have to close it off here, and we remember some of the news that we did not highlight on television. It's on Ian Alleyne Network on Facebook and Ian Alleyne Network on YouTube. So once you stay on, a lot of things we wouldn't highlight here will be highlighted because of time. It is highlighted on our Facebook and Ian Alleyne Network on YouTube and all the different platforms. And that's why you need to get your ad here. So ladies and gentlemen, again, have a wonderful night. And as you know, it's Holy Thursday, also known as the Maundy Thursday. Am I right? Yeah, among other names, is the day during the Holy Week that commemorates the washing of the feet and the Last Supper of Jesus Christ with his disciples. Good Friday is observed and celebrated on Friday before Easter Sunday. On this day, Christians commemorate the passion, suffering, and death of the cross, on the cross of Jesus Christ, who is considered the Son of God. In the Christian faith, Jesus died on the cross as the ultimate act to forgive humanity of its sin and open the gates of heaven. Many Christians spend Good Friday in fasting, prayer, repentance, and meditation on the agony and suffering of Christ. So it's a time for reflection for us. It's a time to, just look back, and he's risen. Most importantly, he is risen. Ladies and gentlemen, happy Easter to you. And may God be with you all over the world, ladies and gentlemen, that is observing this time and this holy time. Jesus is Lord. Again, have a wonderful night. Good night.
Yo, there's a jungle out. There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our mind.